welcome back to year 3 of my Road to RollerCoaster Tycoon. We are in a park called Trinity Island. We've had a bit of a financial crisis going on in our second year. We had basically no money to build anything. So what we did was we started adding smaller things, lots of smaller things. We added a lot more food places, balloons and such. We added a lot of smaller rides, such as I believe we added a swinging ship, a Ferris wheel. I think we've got a slide. Do we have we've got a spiral slide now? Yeah, we've got a spiral slide. We basically added this whole section. Let's zoom out slightly just for you to see. So a big log flume costs quite a bit of money to make. A few smaller rides, new food section. That's the main place we concentrated on. I did want to build a roller coaster. I didn't have enough money. Luckily, right now we've got a little bit more money. We've got £900, which is quite good because what the main strategy was, it was basically to make the rides cheaper, have better rides, so more people will come to the park because of the park rating, and then we could charge more money for the people coming into the park. And I'd say it's working because we've got £1,000 now, and we've got almost 700 guests in the park, which I think just at the end of this, of the second year, we had about 600 guests. And seeing as we need 750 guests at the end of this year, then if we can continue this trend, if we can keep it at this level, going up slightly more than we are now, if we can get this to just go up that slight bit more, then I think we've got a good chance of doing that. So I think this year will consist of getting some nice small rides, make sure the park rating is going quite well, and then I'd still like to add a big ride. A roller coaster would be wonderful. Hopefully we can get a big attraction like that. See, now this is going well because we've got £1,500 now. Okay, so one thing we can do is, I think that we should advertise the park. Just for, 2 weeks. We should definitely advertise, maybe, let's think, our roller coaster. We should advertise our roller coaster. That should hopefully get more people into the park, going on the rides, and it will just encourage just general popularity of the park. Unfortunately, that has cost us about £1,500. Yeah, because it's £700 each. Yeah, so that cost us quite a bit. So we don't have too much money at the moment, but hopefully the plan is that we can get enough money at the end of this year to build something truly magnificent. If not, it will be a shame, really. But that's the plan. Build something really good soon. So, this whole area is doing really well. I'm really happy. The worst thing is, especially with the log flume, is the fact that it's like, I don't know, how long's a queue? It doesn't say. So yeah, 12 minutes for a queue. So that's probably what, like 2 months? Because when they say 12 minutes, and on these ride stats and stuff, they're referring to real world time, whereas in-game time is, I'm not entirely sure, but it's probably about 5 minutes per month. Or at least it would be if we had 12 months in a year. We don't. We go from March to October. We miss out, a good chunk of the year. We miss out a good 4 months. So we've got 8 months, and it takes about an hour. Sorry, it takes about an hour to do an entire year. So, that's actually three weeks per year, because I'm releasing about 20 minutes every week. So that's good. What have we got here? So we've added all of this stuff, I think. We don't actually have a pizza place here, so it would probably be a good idea to add one. Charge, yeah, that's fine. And hopefully people will be able to get pizzas. Everything else seems fine so far. We've already got £1,000. It said on the ride information you need around 3,000 to 4,000 to make a decent roller coaster, which which we actually had when we thought, oh yeah, let's make a new roller coaster. But then I flattened out this whole area, and that cost about £3,000 just on landscaping alone, which, I mean, really wasn't a good idea in the grand scheme of things. But as of right now, we are gaining money. We're gaining it at quite a nice rate. We've got the amount of guests we need. We just need to keep that level right now. The level that we are at is good. We just need to keep it. I would love to make a roller coaster. That is basically there our aims for this year. So what have we got? What are the sort of smaller things we can add? Maybe we can add hedge maze. Hedge maze will be quite interesting. Let's put it out in this section of the park. These are quite hard to make, but I'm sure we can do something. I like the idea of a variety of places you can go to in the maze. Always found it hard to make these mazes. Where else are we going? Go down. Try and make some kind of thing where they're not going to get lost for a long time. But, oh, whoops. Aha! No, I think I'm starting to get the hang of making these mazes. It's a bit of a pain if you destroy a section that you want, or vice versa. The kind of annoying thing is I can see where I want to go. Wait, can we just... Oh my goodness, we can just traverse wherever we are. I've never understood... You know what? I've sort of said, oh yeah, I'm not very good at this whole maze building thing, but it's because I've never understood how this menu worked. I've been playing this game, it came out in '99. I've probably had it since at least, let's say 2001, and I've never noticed that before. I've just been making roller coasters and such. Oh jeez, let's quickly check our messages. So we've got a new log car for our steel mini roller coaster. Had a couple of breakdowns. Our advertising campaigns that we did at the start of this year have finished. We'll probably add a few more later, but they have clearly worked because we've got £2,000. We've got 800 guests. Well, almost 830. It's going up still, and we've just unlocked swan pedal boats for the boat hire. Because we might be able to add some of them. Although our boat hire, last time I checked, our boat hire was actually doing quite well. So let's just quickly check our boat hire. Our boat hire is doing magnificent. I've never seen a boat hire do that well in my entire life. So I think it's really good, and we'll just keep it like that at the moment. Back to our maze, where we can actually move around. Okay, so I would like to add, I'd like to add some maze. Oh jeez, have I screwed up the maze slightly? There we go. You know, in the past you may have been watching these videos and, well, you may have, and you could have been thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? He doesn't know how to make a maze. And now I know. Now I know. Entrance, exit, boom. Oh no, I did them the wrong way around. Ah. Oh no, that was right. That was right, yeah. I'm so confused right now. Okay, we'll add an exit. And I'd like to probably put the entrance near the exit. Yeah, I should probably at least link them a little bit, because people tend to go on a ride again if the entrance is just right there. This is a bit of a pain to make this queue. There we go. Almost done. Almost done. This is actually really quite painful to make. Oh jeez, this is worse than actually making a maze. Okay. There we go, almost. We just have to make sure no one dies from this. Did they have "Help, I'm falling"? Oh no, they didn't. I thought that their thoughts was "Help, I'm falling," like they have when they're drowning. They say "Help, I'm drowning." Oh, that would have been quite funny if they just said "Help, I'm falling." Okay. Price-wise, probably make it about 50p. It's in line with a lot of our rides, and that can be our maze. Looks a bit of a pain to get through. Hopefully, people will enjoy it. If not, then it's only a small maze. And we've actually got £2,500, so I feel like we're out of our financial crisis. We're actually making money. I think, just to make sure, we should probably have a few advertising campaigns for the park. Have one for maybe, I don't know. The log flume seems to be quite popular, but the issue is it gets very busy and people just end up queuing for it for a long time. So maybe we can do car ride 1. That is quite I don't know how many people are on it at the moment. Not many people are really going on it, so it'd be quite good to get people going on that. Free food or drink? Well, let's have free chips for a while. Why not? Half price entry? No. Free rides on a ride? Sure, let's go on Twist 1. Hopefully that'll just increase the popularity of many of the things in the park that we got going on. Because Twist 1's not really got many people on at the moment, which is a shame. It was doing quite well. Quite up until recently, but I suppose because we did change things like prices and such then, that really meant that I guess people just thought, why would I bother going on Twist 1? It's 50p when I can go on another ride that's like 50p, £1. But yeah, it looks like our maze is starting to do well. We should probably allow a few more people to get on the maze. Although I don't know if people prefer it if there are more people in the maze or not. I would assume that you would like more people in the maze. Luckily I managed to get the entrance and the exit right near each other, so if people want to go to the maze then they can, and they get out the maze and then they'll go on the maze again. Though I think it's quite funny that quite a few people are coming up to the path at the entrance of the maze and looking at maps. It's just brilliant. Like, oh, just check the map. Oh, I'm at the maze. Oh, I got lost in the park. They didn't get lost in the maze. They got lost in the park, which is beautiful. There we go. We got a few people doing it. In fact, this fella here, he thought it was that good. He's gonna go on it again. I do like that. It's got a low. Oh, interesting. It has a low excitement rating, but it's quite decent for what it is. Similar with the intensity rating, and it looks like something I said at the start of the park, the very start of the park, when I was looking at, I believe the boat hire? Where are we? I got lost there. It was either the car ride or the boat hire. Both. Right. Okay. So with the car ride, sorry. So with the car ride, it had a 0.01 nausea rating. I said, oh, you're never gonna have a 0 nausea rating. But it looks like a maze does have a 0 nausea rating. But I suppose it's just because you're walking around. You're not. If you're in a maze, you are the one doing the walking. You're the one doing the movement. People get nauseated if they are actually on something. So that explains why the boat hire actually gives you quite a bit of nausea. Plus, many people do struggle with, I suppose, boats. being on water. So yeah, it makes sense. We've unlocked some stuff. Okay, so we had a couple of breakdowns. They all seem to be fixed right now, or at least that haunted house just got fixed as we got there. As you would have seen, it was slightly red on the haunted house name. We have unlocked a miniature railway, so we could potentially add a miniature railway or a chairlift for mostly transportation reasons. Because I mean, if we do zoom out, then that's in. If we zoom out, then getting around the park can be a bit of a pain, but having a whole ride for that, I don't think the RollerCoaster Tycoon AI really understands that. If you're at a real theme park and you have to go from one side to the other, for example, there is a big, what's the word? There is a chairlift. It's not a chairlift, but monorail. No, cable car. There we go. There's a cable car at Alton Towers that will take you from one side of the park to the other, and that is called Skyride, I believe. Yeah, if you go there, then that is one thing that you'll see. And I've seen them in other theme parks. I believe that Drayton Manor in I believe that's in, is that in Leicestershire? Somewhere. It's closer to Leicester than where I live. Basically, Drayton Manor, I believe that's got a train going around it. I might be wrong. There used to be a theme park near me called the American Adventure, and that had a train going around. There was a big lake in the middle of the theme park, and they had a train going around the outside, which I believe that, yeah, people just used for transportation around the park, which was quite nice. It's a shame that park closed down. It closed down around 2007, so that's a shame. But anyway, we have now got quite a few guests in the park. I'm really happy at that, and we've got money. That is the big thing. We've got money, so we can actually add a roller coaster, which I've been wanting to do for well over a year. When I say year, I mean hour in real time. Year in the game. So I wanted to add an inverted roller coaster. Unfortunately, the area I wanted to do it is now filled up with these small rides. However, it's good to see that the area is put to use. Now, I was thinking about adding a roller coaster in this area. However, the downside is, I think this is quite ironic, the downside is, I want to do some landscaping to get there. There's all these trees, and there's all this land in the way. And that is kind of the issue that I had before. I spent way too much on that. But I wasn't getting as much money as I am now. I mean, if we can just have a look at what we've got now, we're doing well. We could probably pay back some of our loan. I would like to do that because that's costing us about £30 every month. But if it means that we can actually add things, then that's not too bad. So yeah, we've got the landscaping was about 3,000 before, but now we're getting about 3,000 just on 2,000 to 3,000 on our park entrance. So that's fine. As long as we can advertise the park quite a bit, which I think just finished our campaign. So we should probably set up another advertising campaign soon. And then once we get this roller coaster out, we can probably set up a campaign to basically advertise that roller coaster. I'm hoping that'll be a good, rather intense, not insanely intense. I obviously want people to go on that roller coaster, but once we're on that roller coaster, that would be quite good. Okay, so we've got rid of all of our trees, or all of the trees in the centre of this island, and now we can flatten it out. Hopefully it won't cost us too much. Then we can finally add our roller coaster. Although saying that, we're now on £500. Well, once we flatten it out, we will get that. We will advertise the park again, get more people in, get more money. I feel like I've just done the exact same mistake, and I'm going to spend the next year waiting for money. But bearing in mind, we had 1,000 at the start of this year. then I think we're gonna do okay. How much is it going to cost to move this down? And then once we've got the advertising campaign happening, that is when we're going to build the roller coaster. I can promise you we will be building a roller coaster. Probably this episode, actually. We've just got to wait for this week to happen. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. No. Oh my god, no. Okay. Just when things are starting to look up.